My name is Sonia, and this is Sun with an I. Thank you for stopping by my channel. Today I am doing a book tag, and it is simply called a book tag. It was created by Dee at Through the Pages with Dee. Dee was so nice to kindly tag me, and I greatly appreciate it. I do apologize, Dee, that took me a little longer. I was really trying to be thoughtful in my process. So I hope you enjoy my answers here. So this tag, as I said, was created by Dee, and it's just how books are, how you relate with books. So here we go. I am reading from my phone, so I will pull up the questionnaire. And question number one is, which book title best describes a member of your family, literally or metaphorically? And I could have went a lot of ways with this, but I figured I would be positive. So I chose My Dear Sweet Granny. And the Granny Read Mysteries by G.A. McCovett remind me the most of her. Uh, my granny, much like Granny Read, stepped up to the plate when my parents chose not to. And she raised all of the Read children and loved them and cared for them like they were her own and put them on the right path. And I feel like that my granny did that as well. I lost my granny in 2002. So when I read Read Mysteries, I kind of feel like I'm hanging with my granny again. And they take place in the 80s. It gives me that same sort of feeling and that same sort of vibe. Um, they're just very sweet. I say this a lot, but I feel like anything that is good in me, I got from her. So, and I really feel that with Granny Read and those mysteries. So, I would definitely say the Granny Read mystery series by G.A. McCovett would be that one for my granny. Question number two: what fantasy book title relates to a time in your life, either by name or by meaning? And I would say The A Wood of One's Own by Ruth Pavey. Um, when I was a late teens, early 20s, I just strove to find something that was just mine. I just had this desire to prove to everyone that I could be important, or I could be, I don't know how else to explain it, that I could be somebody, basically, that, and I just wanted to make a difference and to matter, and working multiple jobs and going to school and doing all these things to prepare myself for my job, I mean, being a teacher. And I just wanted something that was mine, that nobody else had a hand in, that I didn't have to owe somebody, or eventually give it away because somebody else needed it. I don't know. I don't really know how to explain that. I'm not doing a very good job of it, but I just wanted a wood of my own. I wanted something of my own. And I think that title just kind of really hit me when I was thinking about that. So, question number three: what book title says something about your spouse or bestie? I would necessarily say title, but the book story. There's a character in the story that makes me think of my Dan every time I read it and every time I watch the movie, and that would be Kiki's Delivery Service. My Dan is Tombo. My Dan is steadfast and kind and loyal and sweet and hardworking, and the best companion, and is just all the things that Tombo is. It just reminds me so much of my Dan. So anytime I even think of Kiki's Delivery Service, I think of Dan because of Tombo. Question number four: which book title relates to your profession? And I would say Somewhere We Are Human reminds me so much of what I do, because it is a anthology of different stories of people who are immigrants in the United States. And that's what I do, is I teach immigrants English, and I hear their stories and their struggles and their triumphs and all of those things. And I feel like that book kind of is on the same plane as what I do. I actually ordered that book because I want to share it with my students, so they know that they're not alone in their journey to be an American citizen. Question number five: what book title is the most obscure that you want to read? struggled with this. I'm just going to say Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, even though I did like Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. I really enjoyed that. Mm, I don't like zombies. I don't like anything to do with zombies. I don't like zombie movies. I don't like the whole thought and what they do is gross to me, but I do love Pride and Prejudice. So I don't know. Maybe we'll try. Question number 6 is what book title best describes you? I would say probably Chronicles of a Radical Hag, but I would say the book story that best describes me is Anne of Green Gables. I relate the most to that character, how she just wanted and desired so deeply a family that loved her, that just wanted to be not a burden, not a she wanted to be wanted, and she wanted to be cared about, and she wanted to be liked, and she wanted to be loved, and she just desired that deep relationship, that deep familiar relationship. And I completely understand that. Also getting lost in the imagination and creativity, and oh yes, I relate to her in many, many ways. How she is just wanting to be a part of something bigger than herself. Yes, and then growing up to be a teacher, yeah. I would say Anne of Green Gables. There's definitely a tie with Anne with an E and Sonia with an I. So, question number 7. Question number 7. Sorry about that. What book title are you most excited for in 2024? I would say Fondue or Die by Karina Moss. It is number 5 in the Cheese Shop Mysteries. And I love that series. It's one of my favorite cozies. And I'm really looking forward to getting back to Willa and her friends and to see what wonderful mystery lies ahead in that book. And number 8, if you wrote a book about your life, what would be the title? Grace in her heart and flowers in her hair. One of my favorite lyrics from Mumford and Sons, and I just really feel like that it touches me and really kind of describes who I am and my journey in my life. So I would definitely say that would be it. Um, I just want to thank Dee so much for tagging me in this and creating this tag. It was fun. Like I said earlier, I'm sorry that it took me so long. I really wanted to think about it a little bit. I hope my answers aren't disappointing. I appreciate you for tagging me in it. Thank you so much. Also, if you have not subscribed or ever been to her channel, it is Through the Pages with Dee. Rush on over there, go check her out. She has a wonderful take and an interesting view on so many books. I don't necessarily read the same things that she does sometimes, but I like to listen to her talk about them. Just a nice lady. So thank you. The last is the tag, and I am going to choose my Sunday night players, my regulars on Sunday night that I see on our lives with Beach Bum Bookworm Tiffany. So I will say Beach Bum Bookworm Tiffany, Storm at Storm Reads, and Sarah at The Bookish Knitter. Those are the 3 that I see the most. If you want to do this, please do. I'm tagging you right now. Tagging you everywhere. Tag, tag, tag. So please do this. I've tagged a lot of people lately, and I don't want people to feel overwhelmed. If you do not want to do this and I have tagged you, please don't feel obligated. I just thought it would be fun. So thanks again. I greatly appreciate you being here today. Have a wonderful day. You make the world a better place just by being in it. Until next time, goodbye and happy reading.